ABC.
This is KAPP TV, Channel 35, Yakima.
Welcome to Northwest NightCast, a final update on the day's top stories.
Prosecutors say a man has confessed to his part of a Tri-Cities murder and will testify against his uncle. And budget problems forced the Yakima School Board tonight to make some difficult choices.
With news for the Great Northwest, this is Northwest NightCast.
Good evening. I'm Kevin Shaub.
And I'm Tyffani Peters. The Yakima School Board has unanimously approved their budget for the upcoming school year. The district has taken a conservative approach to this year's budget. Last year, the depletion of their reserve funds caused a change of administration halfway through the school year, and the district has learned through its mistake. The new budget is based on a smaller projected student increase, and a lot of fat has been trimmed down from the administration. Superintendent Larry Petrie has set an example.
It has forced this district to take a look at our priorities and who our clients are and where we spend our dollars. And I think in that process we found that we were spending our dollars in some cases in some unwise areas. Administration was one of those that I think is pretty obvious.
Board members say the new budget will help rebuild its reserve fund to the customary 5%. Police are searching for an 81-year-old Prosser man last seen in Hermiston Sunday night. Maynard Cohen is also known as Friday to his friends. Cohen is 5'9" and weighs around 150 pounds. He also has a speech impediment. Police in Hermiston, Oregon say around 10 o'clock Sunday night they received a complaint of a vehicle traveling north in a southbound lane on I-82. The description and license plates match Cohen's 92 Ford Ranger pickup. If you have any information about Maynard Cohen, you can call the Prosser Police Department.
Prosecutors say a man has agreed to testify against his uncle in an upcoming murder trial. 21-year-old Mario Paz Ramirez was arrested last June in the death of a Pasco man who had been bludgeoned with a 2x4. Today, prosecutors say Ramirez has agreed to plead guilty to a lesser charge of second-degree murder in exchange for his testimony against his uncle. That's 29-year-old Miguel Paz. Paz's trial is scheduled to begin next week. The King County prosecutor says he will not fight the release of sex predator Vance Cunningham. Last week, the state Supreme Court upheld the state's sex predator law. This is the law that allows a state to keep a violent sex offender behind bars even after he's done his time. But the court ordered Cunningham free, saying prosecutors couldn't show that Cunningham is still dangerous. King County prosecutor Norm Malin says the convicted rapist could walk out of prison in Monroe within 24 hours.
2 men accused of killing a Pasco teenager have been granted more time to prepare their cases. 19-year-old Javier Martinez and 21-year-old Ruben Salas have been charged with second-degree murder for the death of Joey Mendoza. Police say the two were involved in shooting the 18-year-old Pasco high school student while he was riding with friends in the back of a pickup. Today, the suspects were granted a 1-week delay, and Deputy Prosecutor Anne Marie DeLembo says that will make it harder to try the men.
It's frustrating when they have more time to, after they've read our police reports, to get together and figure out what kind of defense to present. So that makes it more difficult for us. That, as well as the fact that we aren't able to prepare in enough time without that information.
Joey Mendoza is survived by his parents, 4 brothers, and 2 sisters. Yakima police and local FBI agents are still looking for a man who robbed a Yakima bank this afternoon. Around 2 o'clock, a white man about 45 years old walked into Pioneer National Bank in downtown Yakima and pulled out a handgun. Police say bank employees gave the man an undisclosed amount of money. The suspect was last seen walking on West Spruce Street in Yakima. He has short blonde hair and a mustache and was wearing a turquoise coat, navy blue shirt, and blue jeans.
Well, tonight, Boeing has received some good news for a change. Today, NASA selected Boeing to be the prime contractor for the redesigned space station. Boeing edged out 3 other contractors for the $22 billion project. The competitors will now serve as subcontractors to Boeing. Now, unfortunately for the Boeing workers in Puget Sound, most of the jobs from the space station project will be based in either Houston or Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, still ahead tonight on Northwest NightCast, more cases of E. coli have been reported at an Oregon restaurant.
And we'll show you how the wine country is preparing for what could be a very good year. Right now, here's Steve Mumm with the forecast.
Temperatures bounce back today, sunshine. I expect more sunshine and warmer temperatures. The forecast just ahead.
When you order out for pizza, make the right call. Pizza Hut, the only pizza delivery with Pizza Hut quality pizza. Right now, get $3 off a large or $2 off a medium specialty pizza. Choose your favorite from 5 great specialty varieties for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Vacation travel is here. Your roadmap to savings is Les Schwab's Summer Flyer. Hot tire values. Extra savings for more summer fun with Les Schwab's special prices on premium all-seasons radials for small and mid-size cars. Plus extra savings on Les Schwab's value price pickup, 4x4, and sport utility radials. In batteries, a terrific summer buy on our popular 60-month battery. Your roadmap to savings begins at the Les Schwab side, travel headquarters for hot tire value.
If you're looking for a sports sedan with a 24-valve, 214 horsepower engine, 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, and traction control, the new Eagle Vision TSI should suit your taste. Allow us to whet your appetite. Test drive the new Eagle Vision TSI at your dealer now.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Mervyn's gives you 52 weeks of value every year, and this week is big. It's Mervyn's Super Week of Values. Day after day of super values for you and your family. Save on all short-sleeve beach tees for boys. All Keds, Converse, and LA Gear shoes. All panties from these famous makers. All knit tops for misses and juniors. And all Cambridge Classics polo shirts. Shop Mervyn's Super Week of Values now through Saturday. Hurry before it's gone.
When night court's in session, the gags never stop.
I got 1 million of them.
Is this much fun really legal?
Temperatures warming up today and higher pressure building in, bringing a clearing trend for pretty much the entire Pacific Northwest. That is going to continue. Let's take a look at that satellite vantage point first off tonight. And the sky's really clearing out now. We're seeing those clouds moving primarily on out into extreme northeastern Washington, out into the Idaho Panhandle and into parts of Montana. And as you take a look, we got a little upper level storm here that is moving on up into Saskatchewan now, and that is bringing us clearing trend as high pressure builds in behind. We'll see lots of sunshine coming your way tomorrow, and then as we head into Thursday, we'll bring this weak little band of clouds on by and give us just a bit more cloud cover out there, but the temperatures will continue to be on the warm side, and overall high pressure is going to keep us in a pretty fair state of affairs weather-wise. Let's break it down for you. Check the maps, and we'll see high pressure will give us the sunny skies tomorrow morning. Could see just a little patchy fog up in some of those valleys way up closer to the Canadian border. As we head into the afternoon hours, look for the mostly sunny skies to continue, and we'll warm those temperatures on up into the upper 80s. On Thursday, what's left of this very weak front will come through in just a few clouds. Temperatures will probably actually warm a couple of degrees, so don't expect any cold air out of that, and actually very little in the way of cloud cover. Very little in the way of cloud cover throughout the western United States. We're still seeing some scattered thunder showers on throughout the Rockies, but where we have seen the wet weather and the stormy weather is out through the mid-Atlantic seaboard. They have been hard hit tonight, up to 3 inches of rain in some counties in Pennsylvania, some flooding there, and back into Illinois also anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of rain in some sections, also into Indiana, some areas of flooding there. Warm over the Southland. In fact, record heat in Houston today up to the 100-degree mark, 96 in New Orleans, Louisiana. They tied their record. And again, we're looking for that warm up with those temperatures well into the 80s. Let's check the outlook for the Yakima area tonight. Look for clear skies coming your way. That overnight low down to 50. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, warming up to 87. Tri-Cities, mostly clear in your overnight forecast. A low down to 57. Tomorrow, sunshine. The high temperature about 88. Walla Walla, mostly sunny skies coming your way tomorrow. Also a high temperature of 88 degrees. And in Pendleton, high temperature up to 86 under mostly sunny skies. On Thursday, just a few more clouds, but still warm into the upper 80s. Slight chance for thunder showers on Friday as a weak little upper level disturbance comes through. But into the weekend, look for mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Kevin?
Okay, Steve. Things are drying out. We got a really good hosing down last couple days. Well, Eastern Washington's wine country expects to squeeze more money out of this year's crop. In fact, more than ever before. The mild winter, followed by the frost-free spring, figures out to be big money. As Becky Alexander reports, the harvest of '93 could be one for the record books.
If you get too early, you won't get all
the Badger Mountain Vineyard, like most others in Washington State, expects to break some records this year. The crop is projected to be the biggest ever. Vineyard manager Greg Powers says that's because Mother Nature has really cooperated.
And that is due to a nice warm, or not a warm winter, but no real extremely cold temperatures, and then a nice spring without any spring frost. And so it all is accumulated into a real nice crop this year.
That means growers can squeeze more money out of each acre. This vineyard is expected to produce almost double what it's put out in years past. And the good news doesn't stop there. Not only are there a lot more grapes on these vines, they are high-quality grapes.
You know, a lot of times you can get a big crop and not have as good a quality fruit, but this year the conditions have been such that we think we'll have a very high-quality crop as well as a big crop.
Powers says these Chardonnay grapes are perfect because they're small, and that, along with a perfect pH acid balance, translates into good wine. We already know this is one of the best crops in Washington State history. As far as the taste, we'll have to wait till it's bottled and released early next year. But these grapes have a long way to go between now and then. They must be harvested, crushed, and aged before they can be made into Washington wine. Becky Alexander, Northwest NightCast.
And the grape harvest should get underway next month.
They look great.
They do, don't they?
Thank you. The Oregon Health Department is trying to get to the bottom of a new E. coli outbreak. The story when Northwest NightCast continues.
And we'll show you what potato processors have discovered about the water they use to clean their spuds.
It's well known that United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse has the lowest prices. But did you know that they have such a great selection?
United Buy and Sell Furniture Warehouse.
As cars go, this model year is coming to an end. That's why the '93 Nissan Altima is going so fast. Stop by your Nissan dealer today. We'll give you some.
The sun has almost set on Summer Fantastico at the Olive Garden, but there's still time to enjoy exciting Fantastico food like pasta chips and dip, tri-caro ravioletti, grilled zucchini on rigatoni, a marvelous mixed grill combo, super salads, and Fantastico desserts. And there's still time to enter to win a trip to Italy. But do come in soon with family and friends to the Olive Garden before the sun sets on Summer Fantastico.
More women are turning to Best Friends now in the Yakima Medical Center, offering revolutionary products like Discreen breast forms.
With the Discreen, you can go with or without a bra. It's very lightweight. This adheres right to the skin. You can sleep, shower, or swim in this product, and you could wear it up to 4 weeks.
For the latest in specialty bras, turbans, hairpieces, and swimwear, turn to Best Friends. They will show you how your insurance and special programs can help finance products like Discreen. Best Friends now in the Yakima Medical Center.
Our pharmacists use a state-of-the-art computer to help prevent harmful drug interactions. Pay less because you deserve more from a drugstore.
Health authorities have confirmed 2 more cases today of people infected with the E. coli bacteria after eating at the Sizzler restaurant in Corvallis, Oregon. That brings the total to 9 people confirmed with the bacteria after eating at the restaurant between August 2nd and 6th. Reporter Phyllis Burke has more.
Employees at the Sizzler in Corvallis were busy today cleaning the restaurant from top to bottom, and some customers were wondering if they were affected.
We're just having a little bit of nauseous stomach aches. I've had a child who's had the runs, and so I'm just a little concerned about whether I need to see someone.
E. coli bacteria is spread through the fecal contamination of food, but so far health officials have been unable to find the source of the bacteria. They just know what to likely rule out.
I think I can say that all the indication at this point is that it's not undercooked hamburger. Very few of the cases, almost none, in fact, ate hamburger.
Sizzler has been conducting inspections of its own, and preliminary results show no E. coli contamination in any of the foods or the floors tested, yet the company is still concerned.
Extremely concerned. If there, I mean, I have a team of people up here right now, and we work very closely not only with our company or operations, but with the franchisee as well.
The restaurant is getting strong support from people who work at nearby businesses and ate there on the dates in question during the first week of August.
They've been really a good place to go. They've never ever had anything happen, so we don't really worry about it.
So when they reopen, do you think you feel comfortable going back?
Yes, I would. I'd definitely go back.
This is Phyllis Burke reporting from Corvallis.
State officials in Washington and Oregon say federal data used by the U.S. Public Interest Research Group in a report on compliance with the Clean Water Act was wrong. The nonprofit consumer group reported today Washington leads the nation and Oregon ranked 6th in the percentage of permit holders reporting serious violations of the law in the last fiscal year. The group held news conferences around the nation today, including one in Spokane.
And for too long, our lakes, our rivers, and our streams have been cheap and easy toxic dumps for our polluters. Stronger laws and the commitment to back them up are needed at this point to achieve the noble goals of the original Clean Water Act.
The group got its data from reports filed with the Environmental Protection Agency. But the Washington State Department of Ecology and Oregon's Environmental Department say the EPA's records are wrong. Most of the Northwest factories and cities listed in non-compliance with the law actually had filed paperwork on time and complied with their permits. A spokeswoman for the Northwest Pulp and Paper Association says the EPA complies quarterly reports, but the state keeps the month-by-month data, which documents any violations and penalties issued. She says this report shows the rate of government errors is high.
What do you do with the water used to clean potatoes? Well, in the past, the wastewater irrigated fields were cattle grazed. But now, the spud water is considered a valuable fertilizer. Roland Barris explains.
Potato processing plants wash their vegetables, robbing them of nutrients. But cooperation between farmers and processors has found a use for the potato wastewater. Millions of dollars of research has found that the liquid makes a great natural fertilizer.
The fertilizer in the water is free. There's about $300 to $400 worth of fertilizer per acre foot of water.
Every day, a potato processing plant can recycle 2 million gallons of wastewater. They used to dump it on low-value grazing land, which built up nitrogen in the soil. But now, farmers are turning a negative into a positive.
We're able to make use of that resource that we thought was something that was just a liability. And with that, we've also been able to deal with such things that have come to light recently as groundwater contamination and odor control and all of the kinds of things that have come to the forefront in the ecological revolution, you might call it.
The wastewater is being used on corn, alfalfa, wheat, and even more potatoes.
We can grow excellent crops with it. Last year we did exceptionally well with the alfalfa. We averaged 9 1/4 ton on this program, and I think that's as good as you can expect in this area.
Not only does wastewater provide nutrients, it can also reduce the amount of irrigation water a farmer has to buy. Proper crop management is important to make the wastewater work, but when it's done right, farmers hope it will become a valuable resource. I'm Roland Barris, Northwest NightCast.
Still to come tonight on Northwest NightCast, a possible wedding date for the most eligible member of the Kennedy family.
And a wedding that proves love does make the world go round.
This 93 Ford Taurus is the best-selling car in America, and it comes with the biggest rebate in years. But this is your last chance to buy it, because your Northwest Ford dealers are clearing out the 93s now. You can get this $1,250 rebate and a great clearance price on a huge selection of 93 Taurus models if you act fast. But when they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss your last chance. See your Northwest Ford dealer today.
No. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Oh, that's it. No, not that one. That one. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. I don't think so. Ooh, double olive.
The Mustard Seed downtown with free customer parking right next to the restaurant.
That's what I want.
Miss Preen, did you pass
Back off the purchase order and send Mr. Jones a gift basket?
Wow, Miss Preen, she sure is sharp. She must work very hard because she gets so much done. She takes care of all the shipping and packing. I don't know how she does it.
Hello, Mail & More. Looks like another busy day.
Mail & More, the business service center, will pack and ship any item for you and send it off via any courier service, even if it positively, without a doubtly, has to be somewhere at some time. Mail & More, across from Pinal.
He's the Titan of talk.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to yet another excursion into televised broadcast excellence.
A conservative crusader.
On this show, we don't make anything up, and we don't lie. We don't have to. We're conservative.
A legend in his own time.
It's just awesome to be as good as I am.
Lean to the right.
I know that stunned you.
With Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh, Monday through Thursday at midnight on KAPP 35.
There's a report out tonight that says John Kennedy Jr. is ready to tie the knot and settle down. The New York Daily News quotes Kennedy family sources as saying that the question isn't if, but when the wedding will take place. Of course, if you haven't been keeping up on the gossip, the woman Kennedy is expected to marry is actress Daryl Hannah. The Kennedy family sources say the groom wants the ceremony to be a small family affair. And his mother, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, says she wants to avoid a media feeding frenzy.
But why? Well, the media had a frenzy with this love story. A county fair in Nashville turned out to be where one couple decided to get married. Jim has the story.
The groom walked through the crowd wearing a white tux, and then the bride arrived, pulled by a tractor. All this as a merry-go-round turned, and folks crowded their way to the thrill rides.
Brenda always wanted to get married outside, so she did. The way it turned out.
So what's a county fair had to do with a wedding? Well, you see, it's like this. To celebrate its 100th birthday, the Wilson County Fair sponsored a contest with the grand prize, a chance to get married at the top of the Ferris wheel. So tonight, Brenda Linhart and John Dedman rode to the top. There, swaying in the wind, the couple exchanged vows as family, and undoubtedly a lot of total strangers watched.
That's the most people I've had looking up toward the heavens when I was trying to do something religiously.
Brenda and John seemed to get a lot more comfortable once they returned to solid ground.
They were nervous, and they were like, oh my God, what are we doing now? And they said, well, we can't back out, it'll be public humiliation. So, yeah, they were nervous.
But, as a lot of married folks can tell them, nervousness has nothing to do with a Ferris wheel. Jim Melchiori for ABC News.
Jim Melchiori.
Yeah, thanks,
I forgot.
Jim.
What a great wedding, though, right? Ferris wheel, and it was catered by David's Pizza, sitting right there in the background.
Yeah, the reception
Elephant
right there,
ears.
and then
So cutting the cake, elephant ears.
That's right. Yeah,
Perfect. What
yeah,
else
the
do you-
honeymoon over in the fun zone somewhere. Yeah.
Probably, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, what's shaking sports?
So it's a pretty good Tuesday night to catch you up on in sports. A tight one at the Kingdom. The M's and O's together again. I'll tell you how the Bears did in Everett tonight. Don't look. Boxing match involving Roberto Duran. Yeah, check and see how your favorite team did on the scores on the half roll. Come on back. Sports is next.
It's the biggest in the business. The Burger King Original Chicken Sandwich. And right now you can get it with fries and a drink, the new low combo price of $2.99. 4 big sandwich combos, each only $2.99.
I love this place.
This is it, Central Washington. What you've been waiting for. 93 model year closeout at your Central Washington Quality Buick dealers. Save big as a phenomenal selection of 93s must go immediately to make room for the 94s. This means the absolute lowest prices you will see in 93. Plus, with huge cash rebates and special low financing, you'll save even more. So hurry for the biggest savings of the year on a tremendous selection during 93 model year closeout at your Central Washington Quality Buick dealers.
What happens when hot and cool combine?
Hot eats, cool treats at Dairy Queen.
Welcome to the treat capital of the world. Cool. What's your pleasure? Get all your favorite Dairy Queen treats made with cool and creamy smooth soft serve or non-fat cholesterol-free frozen yogurt. However you like it, there's more to like at Dairy Queen than anywhere else. Come on in, treat yourself. You've earned it.
Hot eats, cool treats. We treat you right.
Now you can watch 2 episodes of Designing Women, back to back. Amen and hallelujah to that! Do you think it's possible to laugh too much?
No.
Well, neither do we. So we're bringing Designing Women to you for a full hour, weekdays from 11 a.m. to noon. What do you think?
I'm getting a picture.
Think about it. A full hour of America's funniest interior designers. You won't want to miss it.
Why don't we just get the show on the road?
Now watch Designing Women back to back, weekdays on KAPP 35.
Before we get started, let me give you the latest addition to the Mariner MASH unit. Defending American League batting champion Edgar Martinez is back on the 15-day disabled list. He re-injured that left hamstring last night. He may miss the rest of the season to assure his being ready for next season. To replace Edgar on the roster, the Mariners recalled Kennewick pitcher Russ Swan from Calgary today. He was in uniform tonight at the Kingdom. And since we're on that subject, why not look at those pictures from the Dome tonight? The O's and M's, game 2 of a 3-game set. We are scoreless in Seattle. 4th inning, Mike Blowers, who's played so well and replaced Edgar. Yeah, it's a home run, but watch the fans. Watch how important this ball is to wrestle for it. Blowers' 8th home run of the year, 1-0 Seattle. We are tied at 1 in the 5th. Mark McLemore off of Chris Bosio squirts one through the right side. Hewitt scores. Here comes former Mariner Harold Reynolds. He scores 3-1 Baltimore. Let's go to the 8th. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Brett Boone comes on with nobody out. He sprays one to right field. Scores both Ken Griffey Jr. and Jay Buhner. The Mariners score 4 times in the 8th. They win tonight by a score of 5-3. We'll get back to the big league pennant races in just a moment, but we must first check in with the Bears, who, going into tonight's game in Everett, had lost 3 in a row and 8 of their last 9. Meanwhile, the Everett Giants began the day just 1 game behind the Northern Division leading Bellingham Mariners. Throw all that out the window because the Bears win tonight, snapping that 3-game losing streak by a score of 7-5. Joe Lagarde gets the win for the Bears. He improves to 4-3. A big night for Kevin Pitts. 2 for 4. He had a home run, a double, 4 RBIs. Same 2 teams again in Everett tomorrow. Now let's get back to the big leagues, and we may just have a race after all in that National League West. The Giants and Pirates, and that is John Burkett, looking to become the first 19-game winner in the National League. Forget it. It didn't happen tonight. First inning, Jeff King goes off the deep wall in left field. A 3-run shot to make it 3-0 Pirates. And then in the second, King with the leather. Look at the stop at third base, up and nails Matt Williams. The Pirates beat the Giants by a score of 10-3. Now, why is that important? Well, down in Dixie, the Atlanta Braves were looking for their 8th win in a row. They were up against the Dodgers. Dodger defense helps them out. Easy 4-6-3 double play, right? Not when the Dodgers are out there. Jose Offerman launches it into the dugout. 2-run score makes it 3-0. The one lone bright spot, I guess one end lone would be the same thing, right? The lone bright spot for the Dodgers, rookie Mike Piazza. Another home run, that ties it at 3, or makes it 3-2. Snaps John Smoltz' scoreless streak, but Greg McMichael comes on and shuts the door. The Braves win their 8th in a row. They're 23-8 since the All-Star break, and only 6.5 behind the first-place Giants. Now, remember all those times we called Mets pitcher Anthony Young a bad luck pitcher? All those times we agonized with him as he was losing a major league record 27 straight games. All those who said he's a good pitcher, he just can't catch a break. All those people who said AY is nothing but a minor leaguer in a big league uniform are now, at least for now, correct. The Mets sent Anthony Young and his 1-15 record back to the minors today. He will try his luck with Norfolk in AAA. Annually, coinciding with the pennant races, we also get some rhetoric from the football camps. And today we are going to do that. Who am I to disappoint you anyway? Because just 2 weeks from this coming Saturday, the Washington State Cougars will open their football season in Ann Arbor against the defending Rose Bowl champion Michigan Wolverines. Really, 2 weeks from Saturday. And Cougar fans are looking to a fifth-year senior to fill the big shoes of Drew Bledsoe and lead this team back to the postseason. And Mike Pattinson just might be able to do that. Sure, he's been a backup, but look who he's backed up. Guys like Bledsoe and Tim Rosenbaugh. And after watching for 4 years, Pattinson is more than ready.
You know, I can't wait. I've waited for this for a long time, and I've put a lot of work into this, as you said, and I just can't wait for it to get started.
Outside, lots of media talk is about the inexperience on the Cougar offense. They've lost a core of their receivers as well as the Pac-10's leading rusher, but their new QB thinks today's offense has plenty of experience.
Offensive line, you know, we got a lot of seniors on that group. We're starting right now 4 senior receivers, and we got a kid right now who is battling for the running back spot who's also a senior. So there's age and experience there. However, it's just not what you'd call game experience, you know, starting experience.
Opening day, September 4th, in front of 102,000 people at the Big House in Ann Arbor. On the other end of the state, the Seahawks continue to prepare for Saturday's exhibition with the 49ers. No official word on Cortez Kennedy. The Tez is holding out for a renegotiated contract, and while the Hawks won't say anything today, Cortez says he's close to signing a 4-year extension. Meanwhile, nothing official yet at the quarterback end, but it looks like Tom Flores is leaning towards making Rick Meyer his starter on Saturday, and offensive lineman Andy Heck is on the shelf for up to 4 weeks. He fractured an eye socket in Saturday's game in Minnesota. He's gone for at least the final 2 exhibition games. All right, we're going to end your night on a nostalgic note. Come with me, if you will, to the boxing ring. It'll only take about 30 seconds of your time as we check in with the sports senior division. Actually, it's not officially the senior division, but Roberto Duran could probably qualify. Hands of stone or no moss, whatever you remember best about Roberto Duran in the ring tonight in Mississippi against a guy named Sean Fitzgerald. Actually, Fitzgerald just throws him to the ground right there in the 4th round, but watch in the 6th. Duran looks pretty good, comes back with some body blows, and then he stuns him. I mean, he drops Fitzgerald like a sack of potatoes. He falls to the ground. Roberto Duran wins a 6th round knockout. I don't know about how old he is. I guess somewhere 38, 40 years old, right in that Larry Holmes realm. He looks a little better than those guys. Looked all right. I don't know, senior division of boxing, senior division of boxing. How about that?
Yeah. What was the age difference there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, nobody knows how old Duran is. 38, 40, 42.
But Fitzpatrick?
He looks pretty young. I mean, he's probably in his 20s. And Duran, he just dropped him like a sack of wheat.
Yeah, well, that's when experience pays off, I guess.
Something.
Okay. Well, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a recap of the day's stories, and we'll look at tomorrow's forecast.
Kids want their own look. It's part of who they are. And for kids, clothes are just the beginning. To them, book bags and things aren't a necessity. They're style. Fortunately, there's a place that not only has the looks, it has everything to complete the look. All at prices that look pretty good, too. That place is Shopco. Discover for yourself.
The hot spot for saving cold cash is Bemis Appliance and TV during hot August values. Find store-wide savings like a wide selection of brand-name air conditioners. This white Westinghouse 5000 BTU model with 3 cooling speeds and easy window mount for $269. Choose from 20 different models of chest and upright freezers. This Gibson heavy-duty commercial model with lock and pop-out safety key, $299. Or this GE 12 cubic foot upright with defrost drain and adjustable thermostat at just $389. Don't miss hot August values going on now at Bemis Appliance and TV.
Mervyn's gives you 52 weeks of value every year, and this week is big. It's Mervyn's Super Week of Values. Day after day of super values for you and your family. Save on all short-sleeve beach tees for boys, all Keds, Converse, and LA Gear shoes, all panties from these famous makers, all knit tops for misses and juniors, and all Cambridge Classics polo shirts. Shop Mervyn's Super Week of Values now through Saturday. Hurry before it's gone.
The country's best action is on the home of college football, ABC Sports.
Yes! That's what we're talking about.
If you're looking for the nation's top teams,
He's on his way. Touchdown, Alabama. Touchdown, Michigan.
the most outstanding athletes,
Can you believe that?
and the game's fiercest rivalries, there's only one place to turn.
College football, ABC.
Recapping tonight's top stories, the Yakima School Board has unanimously approved their budget for this upcoming school year. The district has taken a conservative approach to this year's budget. Last year, the depletion of their reserve funds caused a change of administration halfway through the year, and the district has learned from its mistake. Prosecutors say a Tri-Cities man has agreed to testify against his uncle in a murder case. The two men are linked to the death of a Pasco man who was bludgeoned with a 2x4. And the upcoming grape harvest in eastern Washington is looking good. In fact, the cool summer and other factors may make this a record year.
Well, you may see some patchy fog in the morning, but it will burn off quickly, and tomorrow should be a rather choice summer day. Fair and warmer is the forecast. Highs tomorrow in the mid-70s to the mid-80s. And the weekend's looking pretty good at this point. It sounds like we're going to see a little bit of the, well, you can't call it an Indian summer because we haven't had our first frost yet, but it feels like it's kind of late summer out there now.
A choice weekend.
Choice weekend, you like that?
Yes, I like that.
Okay.
Very hip, Kevin.
Well, tomorrow's another day. We'll fix that. That's the news. Have yourself a good day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Have a good night.
Good night.